Hi, I'm Ray, and I love Lisa Frankenstein.
Hi, I'm Horror Girl, and I hated Lisa Frankenstein.
I really don't get your fixation with that one.
Let's find out
why. To kick off this episode, I'm gonna hand it over straight to you. Please let us all know why you don't like Lisa Frankenstein.
Do you know how uncool that is?
So my first point is that I am a huge fan of Frankenstein, if you couldn't tell. So anything that comes out that's supposed to be playing off of Frankenstein or about Frankenstein, I'm going to be extremely critical of. And when I compare it to my classic Boris Karloff Frankenstein tropes, I hated this, and I think it did not do it justice at all.
Hear me out, okay? I thought this movie had its own identity. It has character, a unique style. The editing I thought was awesome. You know, I pay attention to that shit on everything we watch now. The music I thought matched the era perfectly. Is it perfect? No, but I like that it doesn't take itself too seriously. And this film brought back that feeling of just like having fun with the film and not expecting everything to be so realistic.
So for my second point, I'm going to argue that it didn't do the 80s justice. I think that it pulled from a lot of scenes from 80s movies that were really successful, and it wasn't done successfully here. The visuals of the movie were beautiful. The soundtrack was amazing, and I was really excited about the 80s setting. That's one of the reasons that I was really looking forward to seeing it, because I love like era horror. I think a lot of the 80s notes were lost on me. I think that a lot of them were really cliche. And I think that a lot of the comedy that they were trying to use was not very funny.
Is that Sherry?
No. It's Lisa.
I think that, again, it was
He
just...
wasn't feeling it.
It was just really cliche, and it was corny. And I mean, it was either lost on me, or I just didn't think that it was funny at all. And I feel like if you have to kind of explain the joke and really drive it home, then it's not funny. So, super corny. Yes, it's campy and cute, but I did not like that part at all.
It's not enough polarity for you. You like cool movies and music and stuff, but only for you.
The second reason why I love this film, like it gave every department an opportunity to shine and be fun and creative. And like you said, it was directed by Zelda Williams, her first feature-length film, written by Diablo Cody, who's done Jennifer's Body. I think you're a fan of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer's Body.
Yes.
It just seemed like a fun film to make, okay?
I get it.
Jeez.
It probably was really fun to make. I agree. So my third point for why I hated it is because I felt like all of the characters were very tropey and stereotypical, and I did not have a connection with anyone.
Dale? Oh. Do you see what's going on here?
I mean, there was no one in the film that I really cared about or cared what happened to at all, especially the main characters, which I'll touch on in one of my other points. But I just feel like since I had no connection, it's like I didn't really care about what I was watching.
So you couldn't relate to anyone, you just didn't.
No.
It was just not about it at all.
Not about it.
Look, I gotta go change my pad.
For my third point, Lisa Frankenstein, played by Katherine Newton, who was in Freaky, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Abigail, which came out not too long ago, and Detective Pikachu. She felt like someone I would genuinely be friends with in high school. Like, that would have been my homie. Her singing Can't Fight This Feeling, but not sounding amazing to me was pretty cool because I'm a terrible singer.
And I can't fight this feeling anymore.
Your boy Frankenstein, played by Cole Sprouse. He didn't say a word until the very end of the movie. I just think that's super hard to pull off. Like, his mannerisms and movements and expressions resembled like a zombie from the 1800s, I guess.
Hey! Don't kirk out on me, man!
So I just thought that was cool. It's kind of hard to really take a movie and fucking do that good of an acting job with no dialogue. I give him credit for that. Taffy, who is Lisa's stepsister, played by Hope Elizabeth Sobriano, as a cheerleader, you know, the popular girl. She easily could have been a bitch in this movie, but she was nice and a likable character. She also was the master at backhanded comments.
Lisa looks good.
She could probably even do pageants if she had congeniality. There are plenty of halfway decent guys that would date you. Like, not a basketball player per se, but certainly the team manager.
And I fucked with that. I think she did a great job as a believable character. Janet Swallows, the stepmom, played by Carla Gugino. Is that how you say it? Gugino? What kind of last name is that? Is that Italian?
That might
Come
be
on.
Italian, I think.
My Italian rep. How do you say this?
I think that's Italian. I think you said it right. Say it again.
Gugino.
That's good. Whoa. You put a spin on it that
Stop.
time.
Stop. Janet Swallows. She's just a bitch that you love to hate.
I even opened my glorious home to an ungrateful little bitch.
There's no nuance about it. She's just an asshole, and I miss having characters like that. But hands down, the best character was that old man with the lawnmower when Frankenstein was walking by, and he was like, "Oh hell no!"
Oh, hell no. What the hell? Hey! Hey, you! What are you doing there? Huh? This is my neighborhood, and you don't need to be here.
My favorite character of the whole movie right there.
So carry your ass on out, or me and you gonna go after it right here.
So my fourth point for why I hated this film is because I hated the main character. I hated Lisa. I feel like she had no redeemable qualities at all. There was no reason why I cared about what happened to her. Honestly, I didn't want her to succeed. Whatever she was trying to do, I didn't want her to be happy in the end because she was just a bitch the whole time. And I get it because I'm a bitch too.
Oh no, god damn it, when you cry it smells like a hot toilet at a carnival.
I don't know. I just, when I'm watching a movie, I want to like the protagonist, and I just didn't like her at all.
Did you not realize that she saw her fucking mom get slashed?
Yeah, and
hacked right in front of her.
And that's fine.
Traumatizing.
She was like really shy after that and like super closed off, and then magically all of a sudden she's like a bad bitch. Just why? Because there was like a dead guy in her closet? I don't really understand.
I haven't said this many words in a row in forever. After my mom died, I got diagnosed with traumatic mutism. That's where you don't talk at all. Are you going to talk?
My fourth point for loving this film is, this is more on the tech side of things. You know, the drug trip scene with Lisa, and she looks like the bride of Frankenstein, right?
Mm-hmm.
That whole sequence to me was right up my alley because it felt like a weird music video. You know, we saw Flying Bats when Lisa mom says, "Wash your hands, kiddo," and it's just in the frame. Like,
Wash your hands, kiddo.
the creepy doll just turning its head towards her. The cat singing the song next to the record player. Like the creepy moon zooming in through the window. I just thought it was a fucking great scene. Plus it showed style and filmmaking technique that I don't think the average eye would really appreciate.
Okay, so for the fifth reason why I hated Lisa Frankenstein, I was so excited to see this. This is another one around the time of Late Night with the Devil. I really wanted to see them in theaters, but I just didn't get to, so I watched them at home. I am so glad that I didn't see this in theaters because I would have been angry that I spent the money because I was bored out of my mind. I did not expect for this to be as boring as it was, and I can remember sitting there watching this movie, like, anticipating it being over. I just didn't care about any of the characters. I didn't care about the journey. I couldn't wait for it to be over with because I knew I wanted to watch it so I could tell everybody if I liked it or not, and I didn't like it, and there was nothing that drew me to the movie. I was expecting a lot more, basically.
Hey! I'm so glad that you came.
I just think a lot of movies are put into horror categories that aren't actually horror.
Mm-hmm.
And this is more of a teen comedy that happens to involve some death.
So I guess in terms of that, then yeah, I agree because I don't think it's a horror movie either. But I mean,
Yeah.
I just randomly heard about this one day and I was like, oh, I want to go see that. Like, it looks cool. It just wasn't for me. I don't know. I mean, and I know that's controversial because a lot of people really liked it. I just feel like it wasn't for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hurt you.
So I'll jump to my 5th point and my last point on why I love this film. When it came to Taffy's mom going missing, I felt like Lisa's response was super relatable because Taffy was just bawling her eyes out, and Lisa, with this emotionless stare, just responded in a way that I thought was realistic. And I've been in some situations where friends or family is telling me some sad news and I just don't feel the same empathy as them. So to see that on screen was like, fuck yeah, Lisa.
People are so afraid of death because they don't know when it's going to happen to them. It could be an axe murder, it could be the flu, but they don't know, and they hate that, so. Before we end all of this, I have to ask you, on a scale of 1 to 5, what do you rate Lisa Frankenstein? Oh, Jesus Christ, you're brutal. Oh, 1. Oh my God. This is gonna be shocking, but I'm gonna give it a 4.
I knew it. I knew it.
I'm gonna give it a 4. Our next debate video, since you did Late Night with the Devil, you didn't like that so much, maybe mid-level. Lisa Frankenstein, you definitely didn't like, but we're gonna pick one that you really love and one that I didn't like. I have one in mind that I think might work. What do you think about doing Totally Killer?
Yeah! Yes, doing it.
Ooh, you thought I had notes for this one? Wait till we get into that.
I have notes for that one too. I'm good.
So that wraps up this video. If you could please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let us know if you liked Lisa Frankenstein, if you disliked it, if you want to hear your opinions, and maybe ask Horror Girl to rewatch this so she could get a second opinion on it. And if I'm tripping about this movie and I'm giving it too much credit, fucking let me know too. Alright, so until next time, we see you all soon. Thank you for watching.
Bye.